Welcome to the Diecastery, a place for diecast collectors of all kinds. And in keeping with that, we're going to be looking at something in the 1/64th scale. Excuse me, Greenlight's Hollywood Series 29. There are 6 cars in this series, and we're going to take a look at all of them. And just to let you know, I bought these with my hard-earned money, and I got them from Nice Car Diecast. And I'll put a link to those guys in my description. And again, I'm not associated with these guys. I just like buying my cars from these guys. They're really great. And we've got a contest going. All you have to do to enter this contest is to like the video, to subscribe to the channel, and to tell me in the comments what car you'd like a chance at winning. I'm going to leave this contest open until my next video. I will get in contact with the person who wins, because what I'm going to do is take all of those comments, print them out, cut them up, put them in a hat, and then I'm going to draw a winner. First up is one of the taxis from the show Taxi. It looks really great in the packaging. It's a 1974 Checker taxi cab. It represents one of them in the show, because I had several in the show. And you can see the packaging here, how it has the name of the car. It's got nothing on the sides, but it shows the car very well. What I really like, though, is the back of the packaging, because it's got the whole cast there. And I don't know about you, but I really enjoyed the show. It was something that I watched. So, Jim and Tony and all of the people on the show, it was just really great. So here's the car. And, it's awesome. It's got all of the markings from a Checker cab in the States, in New York. It's got its tag number, which in this case is 804. It's the number that you call for the cab company. A nice license plate. The rear end of the car looks really good. The front of the car looks fantastic. Great grille, matching the license plate. It all kind of matches up with that classic taxi cab from New York. Great tampos. Love the taxi sign on the top. It's a great car. But they even go so far as to put the Chevy logo on the front. But just a great Checker cab. I think it represents the show perfectly. It's got it also has rubber wheels, which is pretty cool, and it has an opening hood. Next up, we have the 1987 Chevy Caprice police car from Terminator 2: Judgment Day. Just check out. It's perfect. It's just I think it's an absolutely perfect representation of that car. And I love the packaging. Unfortunately, you're not going to get the packaging if you pick this car and happen to win it, because you'll see that I've opened them all up and I have to. But I love the packaging. It does a great job of showing what the car is, and it's a little wonky on the one side, but shows 1/64th limited edition. What's in the package. It's a really really well done. Now the car itself, I think, it shows like an 80s car, maybe an early 90s Caprice. It's wow. I just think the shape just perfectly, man. Love the lamp on the top. That's really great. Great front end, great grille, great lights, nice license plate, the bumper nicely chromed. The tampos on these things are just perfect. This also has rubber tires. It's all metal, except, well, there is some plastic. Pardon me, there is some plastic, but it's the majority of it is metal, and it represents the film car when that, I think it was the T2, I guess it was called, took the shape of a policeman, and took his car, and this was the car. Just awesome, awesome car. Next car up is from the Mod Squad. It was the 1970 Plymouth GTX, and as far as I can tell, this didn't appear in a lot of episodes of the Mod Squad. It might have been in one. Again, the packaging on this, Greenlight's done a great job. They protect the car really well. Shows the name of the car on the packaging or in the packaging. Nothing on the ends of this one. But again, when you get to, I think when you get to the back of the package, it looks, the Mod Squad looks cool, but the back of the package is pretty cool. I don't think they had the license to show the actual characters, and that's why I think they did what they did, which is pretty cool. The car itself, I mean, it's a muscle car from 1970. Check this out. For a 1/64th car, this thing is so mean looking. It's really nice. Look at the tampos on the side. Tampo for the paint for the door handles. Just really nice. And look at that GTX on the front. Great headlight package. Really nice. And you can see, like, look at the rear end. That shape of that rear is just perfect. It really represents the GTX. Really nice job with Greenlight. I think they did a fantastic job. And the color, you can't beat orange, in my opinion, for a muscle car. Another model that has rubber tires. And again, this one has an opening hood. You know what, though? And I'm not showing the engine because it's really nothing to write home about. It's okay. It's okay. And how about the Brady Bunch 1969 Plymouth Satellite Station Wagon? And believe me, the Brady Bunch needed a car this huge. And if I recall, as being a child born in 63, living through the 70s, there were no seatbelts. You could pile as many kids in the back of that thing as you could. Great packaging on this one as usual. I think they did a great job, and they show the Brady Bunch on the sides of this one. Love the back, that whole classic opening of the TV show. But the car itself, I mean, I think for me, what I love the rack on the top and that trailer hitch. It's fantastic. There's really nice, really nice additions to this. But again, you're looking at a car that so many people watched on television through the 70s. And as I said, child of the 70s, I watched this show a lot. And when you think of the Brady Bunch, you think, Marsha. Well, I think this is an amazing car. I mean, look at the size of this. Even in a 1/64th, you could just imagine piling so many people in this thing. But great job on the model. You'll see the front wheel is a little off on this one, and that's because in the packaging there was a sticker above that showed the name of the car, that showed the Plymouth Satellite. It was above the wheels. To get the car out, you had to pull it above or out from behind that sticker, and that pulled the wheel a little bit. That's an easy fix. I should have seen it, and I'm sorry that I didn't. So it's an easy fix. The really great thing about this one, I'm sad that it doesn't have an opening hood, but it does have, the back end opens up, revealing the massive interior where you can throw a lot of kids. Got to admit, didn't watch Charlie's Angels. I did have the poster Farrah Fawcett, the famous poster in a red bathing suit. But Charlie's Angels, big show, I believe, in the 70s. Here's the 79 Ford Limited Country Squire, and as far as I can tell, they didn't drive around in this car all the time. This was, an occasional car that was used in the show. Great packaging again. Again, it shows the show name on either end of the packaging. Really love the front of the packaging with the Charlie's Angels logo. But then you get to the back, you get a little explanation about the show. That's pretty cool. It's a nice package. The car, it's okay. Like I like it. I'm not a big station wagon fan, and I guess because I wasn't a fan of the show, I'm not as enamored with this one. But it's got that fake paneling on it that is iconic for the 70s. And again, it's got a nice rack on the top, some nice rims, rubber tires, license plate. The tampos are great. The color, the pale blue, that powder blue is I don't know. It just doesn't really, to me, it doesn't bring out the true nature of the car, the size of it. It would have been a brighter, nicer look in another color. But and again, from the 70s, that yellow that goes around the paneling is probably what I would have made the car. Sort of a rust color or a yellow color. But really, when you look at it, it's a nice looking model. It's a good model of the year. The one disappointment, this too, the rear door opens, but on this one, it doesn't open really well. So I was afraid to open it up. I didn't want to break it. So if anybody's looking at this one as the one that they would like a chance to win, just know that the rear door doesn't operate very well. This may sound a little strange, but Cliff Clavin's mail truck, the Long Life Postal Delivery Vehicle, as they call it, from Cheers, could possibly be my favorite. I mean, look at this thing. They've packaged it perfectly. I love the way they show the underside of the car. They show the sides of the car that they can. Of course, they can't show it all. But I love how they match it to the show. This, as far as I could tell, I think it appeared on the show maybe once. Somebody might have to correct me on that. But there's the cast on the back, and there's Cliff right in the middle. Cliff Clavin, the man who knew all these odd facts. One of my favorite shows. Really loved it. The car itself, the truck itself. I mean, look at the tampos on this thing. They're fantastic. This is a replica truck. A 1/64th. Look at how good that looks for a 1/64th. I love all the mirrors that are scattered around it. Are fantastic, and I guess they needed them when they were driving. Rubber tires again. I think the best part of this whole thing, when you look at this, is the opening rear of the truck and shows the whole interior. I think that's a real nice touch. So this one, I truly think is my fave. I think this one's pretty cool. Again, as a fan of the show, that's kind of how I went about it. So that's it, folks. Just a little reminder, if you want to enter the contest, it's really easy. All you got to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then in the comments tell me what car you'd like a chance at winning. And as I said, I will keep this contest open until my next video drops, and I will take all of those comments and cut them up and pick a winner. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in a new video very soon.